Someone just asked me, how do I know? How do I think I know that something's true? I don't think I know, and there's a high probability that what I'm saying is right. A much higher probability than everyone else who's just reading one news article. They said, well, what sources do you recommend instead? And that's the thing, right? A lot. What I'm going to do in this series of shorts is explain how you can verify what you're looking at, and how you can assess a source. Now, YouTube, it feeds you information based on your clicks. So if you're left wing, it will feed you more and more left wing stuff. If you're right wing, it will feed you more and more right wing stuff. It's partly to get clicks and engagement and to get you to engage more, but also it creates division by doing that. It entrenches people in a position that they feel is correct, and then they won't back down because they're only being fed stuff that confirms their bias. I run a YouTube channel where I click only right-wing stuff, one where I click only left-wing stuff, and one where I click more centrist information. None of those are reliable as sources of information purely, but they do show you what people are being fed and what the bias is, and it teaches you something about the intention if you view those separate accounts critically. Look at the interplay, look at the contrast. It will give you a better idea of what's going on in essence. Now, channels in America, I'm in my kitchen, don't mind me, chaos in here. Look at my dishwasher, can you see in the background there? Isn't that cute? Perfect. But aside from that, channels in America that push the entire you have to accept the results of the election or you're as bad as MAGA. They were paid to. It kneecap the population psychologically. The 5 precious hours they had to respond, in which they feasibly could have done so in the event of a coup, it elapsed without them taking any action. And now the situation is entrenched. The same is happening with British media. There are a lot of left-wing channels that are pushing quite transparent narratives. They claim they're not being paid. They are. They claim they're not corporate funded. They're funded by the people. They're lying. Just so you know that. I'm not going to name them. I don't want to be sued. And I'm not going to name the channels that were pushing the you have to accept it narrative in America either. They'll sue me too. You know who they are though. Be wary. The next couple of videos I'll publish on this will be about search engines and their biases, and how you can access search engine results globally and locate there yourself as if you were there. And you can read the local news there. But again, there is a bias to that. It's important to get a broader view. And that gives you a better idea of what's going on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to clear off now and drink my drink.